Hello there, I'll be talking about application of forces in real life. The recoil of a gun is one of the best demonstrations of action-reaction forces. When a bullet is fired from a gun, the gun moves backwards. The action force exerted due to firing is in a forwarding direction that causes the bullet to move ahead. The jerk felt on the gun that pulls it in the backward direction exists due to the reaction force. This is the reason why a person operating a gun takes the support of his shoulder to avoid injury. Impulsive force. When a football player kicks a ball suddenly with force, the ball shoots away. When the ball is at rest, the velocity is zero. Hence, the product of mass and velocity of the ball, example momentum, comes out to be zero. After the force is exerted by the player, the momentum increases to a higher value due to the development of velocity. This sudden change of momentum leads to the generation of an impulsive force. The impulsive force helps the ball to travel long distances in a short duration of time. A push and pull force. Most of our doors make use of push and pull forces for their operation. When you apply force and the door moves towards you, the force applied is said to be a pull force. On the other hand, when the door moves away from you, the force is in action is a push force. Balanced force. A hanging object on a wall experiences a number of forces acting on it. For example, the force of gravitation, the force of friction, the force of reaction, and the force due to push. These forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction to each other. Therefore, one force cancels the effect of the other force. Hence, in this case, the balanced force comes into play. A dynamic force. When a ball thrown in the direction of a cricket player gets hit with force, the direction of motion of the ball gets altered or reversed. The force exerted on a ball with the help of a bat tends to change its position, speed and direction. Hence, the force exerted by the player on the ball is definitely a dynamic force. Compression force. A suspension bridge experiences tension force and compression force when a vehicle approaches the structure. The vehicle passing through the bridge receives a gravitational pull towards the center of the earth and presses the bridge to the downward side. The columns and beams that are used to support the structure of the bridge experience a compression force due to the gravitational force acting on the vehicle. If the compression force is significantly high in magnitude, it may cause cracks in the structure of the bridge. This is the reason why proper analysis, calculation, and research of compression force is done to know the threshold limit of pressure handling before constructing a bridge. Static force. The weight of a body is nothing but the amount of gravitational force acting on it. The gravitational constant is the same for all objects present on the surface of the earth. Therefore, the weight of an object does not vary or change with direct change in location. Hence, the weight of a body is prominent example of a static force. Centrifugal force. Banking of roads is most commonly observed in the hill areas or in places that contain sharp curves. While moving advance in such places with speed, a centrifugal force tends to push the vehicle towards the outer side of the road. This is highly undesirable and it leads to accidents and mishappenings. To overcome this problem, the roads are slightly banked on the edges. Gravitational force. The objects present on the surface of the earth do not levitate or float in the air. This is because of the presence of gravitational force present between the object and the earth. The cup that is kept on the table does not hover in the air and stays in the same position until disrupted by an external force. Similarly, gravity is responsible to keep other objects in a stable position. Air resistance. When a bicycle rider moves in forward the direction, a force of friction exerted by the air tends to slow down its speed. This force of friction is exerted on the rider's face and body, from the direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the cycle. When the rider increases his speed, the air resistance force increases proportionally, crouching down on the bicycle, helping the rider to reduce the effect of air resistance force and moving with an improved speed. Thank you.